with chat, so I'm going to go read it after I end the live stream. Have a great day. Catch you later.
Well, that seemed to take forever to get over here where it's supposed to be. As you can see, I do watch Doug, and this will kick over automatically, I think, at some point in time. Even though I don't have this highlighted, this usually kicks over. So I'm not sure why it's mirroring. Hopefully it won't mirror. I go here. Okay, cool. So it's not. Um, yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and accept their little statement. So what today is all about? Daily Davinci object replacement without using Davinci. What? Well, it's possible. And actually, it's quite easy. One of my subscribers and a Zoom homie showed us this last night. And if I get the okay to mention his name, I shall. Otherwise, I shall not. Other than bringing the website up that took me nearly 30 minutes to find because I forgot what it was called, I haven't done anything else. As you can see, we have object removal, background removal, de-blur, de-noise, crop image, flip, rotate, resize, and in a converter, JPEG and PNG. Let's do a object remover. So this is all done online. My name is Doug. Okay. Hi, Speedy C, Tony Wallow, Rick Lakes, Jeff Ryman, and Doug. I lost my train of thought. Let me get out my sticky note of what my script is. My script, right there. Live, unrehearsed, unscripted. Doug. As you all know, Doug and I point fun or poke fun back at one another, and I'm cool with it. He's cool with it. So let's choose a file, and we will go to my downloads because that's got the most coolest stuff in it. And let's take this one right here because I thought about this a lot last night when I couldn't sleep. This was really bothering me. So I want to use this one. Now, you can change the size of your brush. There's an eraser. And again, I have, other than I watched the demo last night. Hi, Bobby. From the Zoom homie that showed us this, I know nothing about this. I'm a lot like Sergeant Schultz in this respect, and I know nothing. And I'm not going to try to do solid. So I'm gonna leave this at 50%. And as you see, when you get over here, you don't have anything. But when you get to here, you have a red circle. And then you just simply go along what it is you want to get rid of. I'm actually not going to try to be funny and pick on Doug and remove his face. I'm going to, as I do a lot of things on this channel, haphazardly. This is just for entertainment, training, possibly learning purposes only. Not sure which one of those gets the most. Now here's something I wonder. In DaVinci, you do not have to highlight out the whole thing. And I forgot to ask last night, do you have to highlight out the whole thing? So what I'm going to do is that right there. And then you click remove. We'll see what happens. I'm anticipating there's going to be 2 blue areas left. No, that's crazy. Possibly too big of an area. Yeah, it was very interesting. That didn't do anything like I thought it would do. Again, I'm not sure, but I think it has to do with the possible. So I'm going to go back to the beginning. I'm going to change the brush size down to 40. I'm going to see if I can't get rid of this part of the picture. After all, this is what I was working with in Davinci. So we're going to hit remove. Yeah, Tim, we have scripts. Doug Betts actually showed us a script of what he was going to cover on his show. And Doug, as well as myself, as well as Carrie Holzman, and maybe that's about it, always profess live, unrehearsed, and unscripted. Well, now we know. Sadly, Doug scripts his shows. That's right, you heard it here first. Breaking news, Doug scripts his show. Now, this worked out pretty good, except for it did get a little bit of Doug's arm right here, but it got rid quite well the picture. So now let's see, let's lower the brush size again. And I'm going to go way down to 22 because I think I will try to not get into Doug's arm or face. And this is all in good fun. Doug understands we're not being mean or anything. And I need people to understand. I think a lot of people see us joking back and forth with certain people on our live stream at night and think that we're mean. We're not. Everyone knows it's humor. Everyone knows it's in good nature. I get it back just as much as I give it out. And I would like to get more of it back, quite honestly. So let's see what happens here. Tony says, really? Wow. Now that's interesting that up here, perfect. I mean, that's quite honest. And I think it's because it has all this area to go find. Here, I'm not sure where that came from. Let's try the eraser. I don't think the eraser is going to have, I honestly don't think this makes a hill of beans difference, except for nothing's happening. Let's make the brush size just a little bit bigger. I'm not seeing, I'm just trying different areas now. So the eraser to me is not working. Maybe that's a paid option that I don't know that there's a paid option. I'm just saying possibly, since this seems to work quite well. And you can do multiple. Eraser erases parts you have marked to touch up your marks. Okay, that makes sense. So if I click on eraser and come over here and do that, yeah, I can see that. So let's go back to the brush. Thank you, Wintermute. And we'll just go in here and try this. And I got rid of this is good. I honestly think this is good because it got rid of the camera with no issues whatsoever. But the thing is, when I do this area, that's picking up the picture still, even part of that. So let's go back. Actually, let's not go back. Let's go to the brush and let's see if we can just take out the light bulb. See what happens there. And light bulb is gone. Nice. Let's see if we can get rid of this box. I'm going to turn into Steve Martin from The Jerk in a minute. Well, I don't need anything. Well, maybe this box or this chair or this lamp. I haven't seen it in a while, so I could be misquoting the movie. That's sort of not good, but we'll go to the eraser and we'll see if we can clean this up a little bit. And it looked like in the beginning it was cleaning it up a little bit, but then I clearly still see the box. And we'll try to get rid of this. And it could be because, again, I'm just doing it haphazardly, not professionally, getting down there and getting down to... Now that one works pretty good, although you can kind of see a shadow. So let me go. Eraser cleans up your pink area from the brush. Yes. Live Windows training. Dash. Doug Bucks before doing the remove. Oh, okay. So what Doug is saying is, let's go over here and highlight this area right here. and then go to the eraser, and then, oh, I see what he's saying. Sure. Instead of doing the go back button, you can use this. Oh, thank you, Doug. And then remove. And this will be interesting to see what this does. Cool. Kind of did exactly what I thought it would do, since I'm erasing and replacing the same area. That did exactly what it should have done. So let's go to the brush and take this box out right here. And then we'll demonstrate the eraser one more time and take out this edge right there. Got a little too far in there that time, but that's fine. Remove it. And it should put it, oh, it did get rid of the specific thing. Okay, cool. So, object remover, thumbs up on that. I like this. I'm still going to use Davinci, but I also probably going to start incorporating this because it is pretty cool. Again, I'm not going to be mean and try to get rid of parts of Doug's. I'm still curious on why I got rid of the painting here and the box here, but I can't get rid of this area in here and it come up with the wall. Is that because behind it is the picture? And if it is, that would make sense. One last attempt on this. So, cool. Background removal. This one's kind of neat in that we will use the same picture. If I can go back to where it was at. And apparently we can't use the same picture because I'm not seeing it in my downloads. Why am I not seeing that in my downloads? Well, we'll just use this one. Same. And everything's going to be gone but Doug. That was what was demonstrated last night. And as you can see, everything's gone but Doug. John Southern Exposure. Hello. Good to see you, my friend. And then you can come over here and you can add a solid color. You can add whatever the purple butterflies. Oh, you can add this. Now, I wish this was some, oh, it is. Oh, you can move Doug around, but you can't move the background around. Okay. Whatever this is. Cool. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Cropping the image. Can I crop this image while I'm in here? No, you have to go. So one drawback I see is you're going to have to continually go back and grab your image instead of saying it on there. So can I grab? Sure. Can I move? Sure. Can I grab the corner? Sure. So that's pretty basic. I mean, even for me, that's pretty doggone basic. And then if we hit crop, I didn't expect it to expand it, but you can change it over here, it looks like, to different ratios. You can rotate it back, horizontal. I guess that's just mirror. Is that flipping it? Okay, well, if my Dougness wouldn't, is this just, okay, so that is, the horizontal right here is actually mirroring it. I get that. I see that. And then the vertical. What if we change this number to 750? It looked like all that did was change things down there. It did not change the picture. Size cannot exceed 622 by 559. Well, fine. 622 by, what did it say? 559. Okay, cool. Flip image, that's pretty common. Yeah, again, this to me is a drawback. I really would like to stay where I'm at. As you can see, you can't go back, but that's fine. And then let's pick on the alligator. I've picked on Doug enough. The alligator can't do anything to me. Damn, what's that alligator doing in my studio? Crop this down a little bit. Get his nose in there. Now, can I grab just the edge? No, I can't. I'm not like, I like to be able to grab these lines as well. But that's fine. I will adjust myself accordingly. Now, when I bring that edge down, I lose the tail, so I don't. That's why I wish I could grab this now and bring it over here, but that's grabbing the whole picture. So if I go to 16, may go this one, I don't know. I've got a lot of exploring to do with this. That one's not too bad. And I changed it to 21 by 9. Once you get it all said and done and you like what you have, then you download it, and it's free. And you can see here it downloaded. So once it's downloaded, we'll go see if it downloaded it. And who knows what monitor this will open up on. Oh, it's not done yet, maybe? I don't know. Oh, nope, there it is. And there it is. Actually came up on the right monitor. So yeah, I want to thank the subscriber and the Zoom homie that brought this to my attention. We had a little bit of humorous poking the bear, so to speak. We were discussing which is better, Photoshop, Davinci, Wondershare, Filmora. There was a couple others mentioned. But for this specific purpose, I have to admit that I like this. So I guess we got to try another file. Go to object removal. Yeah, cool. Doug says, try click custom and see if it gives you more handles. Okay, so we'll go back to cropping. And we'll choose a file. And we'll choose set alligator since that's what we were using. I should use Greg Guy's picture, though, to be honest with you. Now, Doug is saying, try click custom. Original, custom. Oh, you know what, Doug? I think you're right. I think it gives you the option to grab the handles on the side. Okay, I won't be so harsh on you for the unscripted part today. Good catch. Good idea. Well, of course, you've been doing this for a couple days longer than I have, so it only stands to reason that you're once again going to teach me something. Thank you. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. Some of you may or may not get that. Doug, that's from a movie, by the way, Wayne's World. Very good comedy. So that looks pretty good. Doug just simply pointed out that instead of using the original, go to custom. And then you have these bars here that you can drag it down like I like, and then you can get this. Now, what's 1-to-1? Oh, I'm not sure I understand what 1-to-1 is. Can only do one section. Can I do this? No, I like the custom. I do like this custom. That is really, really, really cool. So let me go take a glance at chat. Cool. So glance at, so you can teach a middle-aged dog new tricks. The 16 by 9 ratio is the size you need for the Zoom backgrounds. Yes, Mr. Betts, and no, Mr. Betts. Mr. Betts, that's from The Matrix, by the way, another movie referral. I actually, in Zoom last night, took an image that was sent to me, and let's try that right here. This will be, yeah. Once again, I took this image, I took it into the dreaded Davinci, and I resized the whole thing. And then I used a mask and got rid of the white, and it looks really cool in Zoom. Oh, you got to, okay, wait a minute. Oops. So, lesson here is, do this again because I forgot to resize it. Oops. Imagine that. And there's downloaded. Oh, my goodness. I am turning into such a Doug. So, how do we resize this? You can do it by pixels, or you can do it by percentage, okay? Neither of which I really fully understand. But if we take the percentage down to, let's just say, 35%, hit resize. Oh, and it downloads it automatically. I'm not sure I like that. I really am not. Okay, so now, since this is Daily Davinci, this is how I get so many duplicates. You are right. This is exactly how I get so many duplicates on 14 different hard drives. You are correct. Don't want that. Hold on a moment while I figure this out. So it's going to be a black screen for just a second. Rotate image, that's pretty self-explanatory. Bright light fit 1-to-1 in all other numbers of the ratio of the image width to its height. Yeah, you know that I don't understand that. So I'm going to temporarily turn that off, and you get a look at my lovely face with the black t-shirt with Bob's Burgers on a black screen while I bring Davinci back up really as quickly as I can. I got about 10 minutes, so I should be able to squeeze this in. The thing is, I don't think I saved that last night. In fact, I know I didn't save that last night. Nope, I did not save that last night. So once Davinci gets up and running, I will bring Davinci. Sorry, Greg. This is how I did it. Oh, excuse me, last night. Now, I'm still not sure what that white blur is over there, but I'll figure that out. So I'm just going to go ahead and re-grab this for now. Again, this is going to be very haphazardly, very quickly done because I'm down to 9 minutes. And you bring your image in here. And as long as your playhead is somewhere over the image, it doesn't matter. Go to Fusion. Well, that's half right. I got to go back to here. I'm going to resize this image, and I don't remember the size I used. So we'll just go with 75, 0.75, 75%, 0.75, whatever. Then you go to Fusion. And then again, as I've demonstrated, every creator on Davinci that I watch, they always highlight that and they move it somewhere. I think I'm going to start breaking that trend and just leaving it up there, and then I'll understand why. With my media highlighted, I want to grab an ellipse, and that'll automatically connect the ellipse to the picture. And then I want to bring the ellipse, excuse me. I want to bring the ellipse up here so that I can work with the ellipse. And then I'm going to make the ellipse bigger by doing it the hard way. It is Ken Stout Live after all. Or you can actually go over here and grab the sliders and do it this way. Try to get that as close to a perfect circle as you can. Go back to here. Bob's your uncle. There you go. And I have resized it and put a black background in, took the white out. And that, I believe that looked pretty good on Zoom. Now what I've been getting better at doing is going, instead of going in here and rendering this out, I go to the color tab, right click, grab a still. And here again is how I end up with so many duplicates. Make sure the gallery's open, right click, grab still, right click, export. Come down here and change the save as type to anything but what it is currently set at, which go with JPEG. Rename it and put it somewhere. So as you can see, there's attempt number 1, or that's actually attempt number 3. There's attempt number 1, attempt number 2. I've done this a couple times, and this is the attempt. This is the one that worked out the best right here. 2.1, and I could probably bring that up in Davinci and get all the specs, but I don't need to because I'm not even going to save this. I'm not even going to take care of this because I don't need it again. So there's a couple different ways to do things. Going back to what I was originally using, which is this, I think this is cool. I really do want to give a kudos, a thank you, a good job to Brian Lightfoot out of one of the M cities in California. I don't know if it's Madero or Monticello or it's one of them M cities. Just pick one of the M cities and throw a dart and you're going to be fine. This is cool. I like this. And I really appreciate it when people send me things and say, hey, try it this way, or what do you think of this, or, you know, whatever. Everybody has one of those uncles. So one last try. what happens if we go over here? This is a copy, and what am I going to do? Object removal. Okay, this won't be good. It's not the one I want. Now, I believe this came from a gentleman in Florida, and I believe he's using Davinci, and I believe he was trying to add in the text that says, Alex, take easy now. I would recommend changing the color because it blends into the picture too easily. My very humbled opinion, you want that text to be a different color so it pops and it stands out. That's just me. I'm just saying. So let's get rid of this. And let's get rid of this. Let's remove it. 5 minutes. Okay, so that's not kind of... I mean, I got rid of it, but it's got a little bit of the yellow left. Okay, that's gone. This is where this will be tricky, and I don't see where you can re-add anything, because what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to take this down to like this size, and I'm going to try to take this right here out, and I'm hoping it brings back the white part of the bowl. It should. Of course, me saying that, it won't. Oh, sort of, kind of, but it's got, so now this is where this will come in handy. If I were to go down even a little smaller, maybe. Wow, that's super small. So let's go here. Go to the edge there. Remove that. See if that gives us a shadow. Of course, I think there's actually a shadow in the bowl itself. And I think there's actually a shadow right here. So let's go ahead and see if we can get rid of this right here. And then I'm going to wrap this up and call it a day. I'm okay with that, except it looks like now the bowl's gone all wonky and that we have a good circle. And now the bowl's kind of warped there. So real quick, can I not download this somehow? Oh, download. And files downloading, it's done. I'm going to jump back over here. I'm going to go into here. This is an untitled project, so I don't really care. I'm going to go to the project manager. Oh, no, I'm not, because it's not highlighted. Because I'm on the wrong thing. Project manager. I'm going to not be able to do that. So shoot. Let's do this. I don't want to save it. Then I can go back to project manager. I don't have to go back to project manager. Open up a new one. Yes, I'm working on some voiceovers with Doug's voice. Been doing that for a while now. I'm getting better. I'm getting close. I'm getting to where it almost doesn't sound robotic, and when I get it done, I will debut it. So we go back over here to the edit page. We're going to grab the media, go to downloads. I hope it does not. Yep, download, no text. So this is what, and again, I've only been doing this for a little while. I'm not a trained professional like some of us that we know. I would go to effects, I'd go to titles. I would use the plus title, and I would go with a little bit brighter color and go to layout, bring this up to here, bring this over to here. See, even that is not good. So go back to text, because to me the blue is blending in with the napkin. And then if we change it, see, this is one of the reasons why I use DaVinci Resolve. So that's cool, that stands out. And then you can always change the size like this. Do it however you want. And then you can add another one, or you can go in here and hit space, and that's going to move that. So I don't recommend that. I would actually probably grab another one of these, go back to this one, go to the color. If you like the color, highlight it, Control C, go over here, highlight this, or get rid of it. Control V, changes your color. Then when you go up here and you put Alex Cheek, put it right there. Go to the layout. Just my thoughts. And if you want to change the text, we all know you just go into what you want to be into and you go chili by, and it's done. If you want to animate it or whatever, you can. It is 1 o'clock. I didn't get my 5-minute notice, but that's fine. This has been fun. I enjoy this. I like it when people point things out to me. I like it when people suggest things. I like it when people point out that I'm wrong. As in, I know replacement is spelled REPLACMOUSE, whatever. I don't want to save that. Trying to get away from the duplicates. I think this is the right one. Possibly not the right one. Thank you, Tony. That is not the right one. I actually went in and changed this and put the damn, where's it at? Is it this one? Oh, it is this one. I forgot to change the so I added the E to, or I added the J to object. Y'all missed that except for Rick Lakes. And I added the E in replacement. And again, I'm not upset. I make mistakes. I went to Eminence High School in Eminence, Indiana. Google it. You will see it is a very small farming community town. Well, it was back then. I don't know about nowadays. So I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks, everyone. 10:30 tonight. Ken Stout live with the Zoom homies. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, William. I don't think there's anyone else I need to mention. Oh, yes, there is one more. If I don't mention His Highness, I will never hear the end of it. Even though Greg Guy is not watching, thank you, Greg. I'll see you tonight. Everybody have a great afternoon. Bye for now.